Welcome YouTube, you're watching Tag Out and Drag Out Reviews. I'm your host Jason Carr, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a tabletop review of the Savage Access 2 rifle. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy my videos and content. As I said, it's a tabletop review of the Savage Access 2. Now, what is the Savage Access 2? It's a budget-friendly hunting rifle. It comes in two different versions, a scoped version and a non-scoped version. The one that I have here is a non-scoped version. They both have 22-inch barrels, generally in length. They both come in right and left-handed models. They both are chambered in pretty much any caliber that you can think of, so they're a good choice that way. The non-scoped version here in Canada, mine was $629.99 plus tax and weighs 6.5 pounds. The scoped version comes at about $699.99 and weighs at about 7.5 pounds. So what are some of the features of the Savage Access 2? Well, one of the big things, it has the Savage Accu trigger, which is an adjustable trigger. It's a blade type trigger, as you can see here. As you can see, it's unloaded. Has a detachable magazine. I'll just put that back in. It can be a little bit tricky to put in, so I'll point that out. Has a new polymer stock compared to the old models. Has a fairly reasonable recoil pad, and in my experience, all Savage rifles are generally fairly accurate, and the Savage Access 2 should be no exception to that. So kind of what are the pros, I should say, of the rifle? Well, as I said, it's low price. It has the Accu trigger. It has a tank safety, which I quite like. And as I said, it's chambered in almost every caliber that you can think of. Now, some of the cons with the Savage Access 2, well, the stock is quite hollow sounding. The bluing is my biggest concern. On the older models, they would rust fairly easily if they got damp or wet. So this is something that I hope that they've fixed on these. The magazine, as I said, is a little bit challenging to put back in. The barrel, as you can see, is fairly close to the stock itself, so I'm hoping that that won't touch when I'm firing if I grip too tightly. If it does, I might need to shave it just slightly so it is completely free floated and having no issues that way. So why did I buy my Savage Access 2 rifle? Well, I wanted a more budget-friendly rifle to review. I also wanted something for varmint hunting and to be teaching my daughter to shoot her first centerfire rifle. And that's why I chose the 6mm ARC. The 6mm ARC is a really low recoiling cartridge, and its uses are really the same thing as a 243. It has about 5 to 6 pounds of recoil compared to about 9 pounds with the 243, and it also handles the heavyweight 6mm bullets, whereas the 243 at about 100 grain weight is about the tops that you can do there. It's also a little bit cheaper to reload as it uses less powder, and the 6mm ARC, from my experience, is quite accurate. So, in my opinion, a Savage Access 2 is quite a reasonable choice for a budget-friendly hunting rifle. In my next video with this rifle, I'll be doing some accuracy testing and be also comparing it to my Savage 110 Tactical 6mm ARC, which should be an interesting comparison. Hopefully you enjoyed the tabletop review of this rifle. As always, like, share, and subscribe. Happy hunting and straight shooting.